The day began like any other, under a bright summer sky. But far away, deep under the cold sea off the coast of Russia, the earth began to tremble. It was a powerful quake, a deep rumble that shook the very floor of the ocean. This shaking was so strong that it was felt on land, in the eastern parts of Russia. In one city, a doctor performing surgery had to hold on to his patient as the room swayed back and forth. The ground moved with a force that made buildings creak and windows rattle, reminding everyone of the power hidden beneath their feet. It was a sudden and frightening moment for those who felt the tremor directly. The shaking was not just felt by people, the animals knew something was wrong too. Along the rocky Russian coast, large groups of sea lions that were resting peacefully on the shore suddenly became very agitated. They barked loudly and scrambled into the water, their sleek bodies moving with a sense of panic. It was as if they could sense a danger that humans could not yet see. The birds also took to the sky in large, noisy flocks, circling restlessly above the coastline. The natural world was reacting to the deep, unseen disturbance that had just happened far below the waves. The earthquake itself was just the beginning of the day's troubles. The massive movement of the seafloor pushed a great amount of water, creating a powerful force that started traveling across the ocean. This was the start of the tsunami, a silent and fast-moving danger heading towards other shores. In Russia, the immediate concern was the shaking and the possibility of more tremors, known as aftershocks. People came out of their homes and offices, looking around with worried faces, unsure of what would happen next as they waited for news and guidance from the authorities. For the people living in Russia who felt the earthquake, the experience was unsettling. The ground beneath them, which always felt so solid and dependable, had suddenly become unstable. They checked on their neighbors and called their families to make sure everyone was safe. The initial shock slowly turned into a feeling of cautious waiting. They knew that an earthquake of this size could have other effects, but for now, all they could do was watch and wait, hoping that the worst was over for them, while the energy from the quake continued its journey across the sea. Across the sea in Japan, the news of the earthquake arrived first as a warning. Alarms blared through towns and cities along the coast. The message was clear: a tsunami was coming. In the quiet seaside town of Owarai, in Ibaraki Prefecture, people stopped what they were doing and looked toward the ocean. The day had been calm, with gentle waves lapping at the sandy beaches. But now, an eerie change was happening. The water seemed to be pulling back, receding from the shore in an unnatural way, exposing parts of the seabed that were normally hidden from view. This strange sight was a clear sign